I've been doing a lot of recording by myself, and I find myself looking at the view thing and not in the lens, and I'm going to do a better job of looking in the lens. We are back at Floor and Decor. A bit of context before we go in. We had to make a decision on the bathroom tile. We had to make a decision about the bathroom fixtures because the plumber is supposed to start this week. Today is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. He was supposed to be starting today. He's going to start tomorrow. Sean and I took some time off camera and kind of discussed what we think we want to happen in the bathroom. And once I crunched those numbers with the tile that I had been looking at, the total was just too high. So I found some alternate tile online at Floor and Decor, and they say that they are here in store. So I came to pick those up, return some of the ones that we have vetoed so that I can hold this tile up to the fixtures that we're thinking and confirm at least part of a decision, which I'll explain more when we're back at home and have things in front of me. And by bathroom fixtures, I mean the tub and shower fixtures, like the handle, the spout, the shower. And when I say confirmed decision, I mean a color, really. Is it chrome? Is it brass? Is it matte black? Had to make that decision. So let's go on Floor and Decor, grab some more samples, and then we'll talk more about both the kitchen and bath back at home. Figured you guys might be interested in seeing what we are returning. Initially, I was thinking a very kind of basic subway tile for the renter side with a little pencil tile accent. This was one of the pencil tile accents I picked up. Ultimately, not going with this and not going with this, going with something bigger. And then this floor option was highly influenced by our New York City bathroom. But this one, and I don't know if you can tell, has a bit more of a marbly vibe, but I think we're going with terrazzo. So returning this and returning these. Okay, so this is the tile I came to find. Our contractor was explaining that smaller tile can be more expensive to lay. I really wanted kind of that organic, can you guys see that like organic edge to that matte tile? Because I initially had a square. I don't know if this really counts as bigger, but here it is, affordably priced. Don't love it with the white grout. That is way too much contrast. Like it looks like bamboo to me, although we would, did I turn the camera right? We would lay it horizontally instead of vertically. I also came for it in the white version because I plan to mix the two, although I think we said that maybe this should be glossy, and now I can't remember. Also, for same reason for the renter side, I'm looking for bigger size. I gotta get away from those other people talking. For the same reasons, I'm also looking for bigger pieces of subway tile for the renter side. I have this size and then this size. Can you guys see that those are different sizes? Yeah, they have that size as well, but I'm wondering if it's too big. We don't plan to go to the ceiling with it, so I'm wondering if that size is just a bit too big. And I'm not going with the organic shapes edges on this one for the renter side, unfortunately, to save costs. And of course, the way we're going to accent all of this is with some nice pencil tile. I wanted to get this square piece to try. Oh, but that's gunmetal. Okay, so I was trying out my idea. The idea was to add in the matte pencil tile in between the subway tile to kind of finish it. So it kind of, this was the vibe, white. Like this would be the, yeah, okay. This would be the top finish, white, and then this down to the floor. But I think that this larger tile is too large for the pencil tile. I don't like the way that looks. I think this scale might be better. So I think I'm gonna go put these back, pick up more of this one. All right, that feels a lot better. Now I just need to research so I can let the tile people know like where to put the breaks. Should they match up? Like should the points come together at the same place? Should they overlap? I don't know. But I think that that size feels a lot better with the pencil tile. And then white down to the floor. If I can find a row of black. If not, then just white down to the floor, meeting what will be, I think, a terrazzo floor. And something like this, which is hard to visualize, but this was the idea for our side. Black, matte black with a strip of white towards the top, and then finished with a strip of black. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to do some type of finishing tile up top with a fun floor. I keep referencing to us going home and doing something and I'm gonna stop now because in order to fully tell the story, I think we need to go home with the other tile. Okay, I talked about Sean and I kind of working this out on our own, and we decided that we were going to use this black and white tile as the floor, as well as the wall where their window is in the bathroom. So a wall in the shower. It'll kind of have that effect of the floor going up the wall with the white tub, you know, breaking it up in the middle. So I also really wanted to use a matte black tile. I initially had squares, but the design that we came up with and the feasibility of using those small squares, the tile itself was too expensive, and to lay a bunch of squares was also too expensive. So we went with a more subway vibe. Now the thing is, how do we want to lay them? So this was our initial plan. Floor, then up the wall 48 inches in black, coming to a tile of a row of white, and then black again, and this being the end. But while at Floor and Decor, we discovered pencil tile. Fell in love. Easy way to add a little something something to an otherwise kind of basic situation. So now we're thinking something more along these lines, with this still acting as the floor, the wall in the shower with the window, and then all of the other walls covered in this. So the other two walls in the shower would be full floor to ceiling in the black matte, and then outside of the shower, up 48 inches up the wall, would be the black matte, ending with this white marble pencil tile. That's where we are right now. The decision still needs to be made on whether we're laying them horizontally or vertically. This would be the floor. We would come up the wall using the length of the tile and end here. If you guys have an opinion, drop it. So that's where we are right now. And what sparked us having to make this decision, as I said before, was having to select our shower and tub fixtures. So I've gone with chrome because I just think that it looks the most classic against the matte black, and it adds a really nice shine. The shower fixtures, the tub, the knob to turn on the shower, and the shower head will all be this kind of polished nickel or chrome finish. And then I wanted to add in some brass. This is just one piece of a set that I found at the Goodwill in a bag for $7.66. It isn't a complete set. The poles are missing and the mounting hardware is missing, but I'm gonna try and source that somewhere else. But this fixture, this is a towel holder, has two pieces. Alone is $200. And I found this stuff in a bag for $7.66. Here's more pieces. So there's the hand towel ring. This is the end of the tower bar. My friend Harry, you guys know Harry, suggested I get acrylic to fit inside if I can't actually get the bar, but using these pieces to bring in the brass color. And then I also, for a client, had ordered these pulls for her kitchen, but the hole, this distance on the holes wasn't right, so I had to keep these. Now this is brushed, but I think that that would be okay. And it would live on a wood vanity, not this tone of wood, but a wood vanity, and that would act as our handles. So that's kind of the story-ish of the bathroom, and I would use, you know, this same polished nickel, brass, black and white to finish off the other things in the bathrooms, like the medicine cabinet, mirror, as well as the light fixture. So that's what we're thinking for our bathroom. It's kind of hard to visualize the whole thing. That's kind of the plan there. Then we moved to the renter's bathroom, and I of course wanted it to still be pretty, but I have to also be budget conscious. In general, I was very inspired by our New York City bathroom, black and white, as a great base for somebody making the space their own, which is why I've gone with black and white for both spaces. The renter's side was, the plan was kind of always a subway tile because it's classic, it's timeless, and it tends to be fairly inexpensive. But I did want to spice it up a little bit. So the plan here is to use this one. snapped because the pencil tiles are a little fragile. Cash, snap this one in half. The plan here is to use pencil tile to add a little bit of flair to just kind of the white subway tile. So again, but I saw this terrazzo and just thought it was so cool. It's also timeless, but it is having a moment, but terrazzo's been around for a long time. And it's fairly inexpensive. So it's an inexpensive way to add, you know, a little bit of interest, a little bit of something fun and a little bit trendy, but still timeless to this space. So this will be the floor only. The shower and all the walls to the ceiling will be this white. This is a polished subway tile, but then this pencil tile is a black matte pencil tile. All of the shower walls in the pure white glossy. In the areas outside of the shower towards the top, we're again going 48 inches up the wall, would finish with pencil tile, a row of subway, pencil tile, a row of subway, and then this is the top. Now in the store, I did try a bullnose, which is a tile that kind of has a rounded edge to it, but the scale is off. I would need to go smaller on this tile. We'll continue to let this develop, but that's where we are for now. And then in this shower, to match the matte black pencil tile, I've gone with matte black hardware. So the shower will be all white with the matte black shower head, tub spout, and on-off switch. My thinking here, I haven't decided on a vanity or light fixture, but again, if I could bring in some chrome or polished nickel or some brass in the way that I finish this room affordably, I will, just so that I can, you know, give it a little personality as well. But again, I want to leave room for someone to both feel good about the space and make it their own. So this is where we're thinking or headed for the renter side bathroom. Let me guys know what you think down in the comments. So in addition to starting the demo on the inside, we are also having some work done on the exterior. There are 4 big trees that live in the front of the house, 2 on the tree lawn, 2 up on the lawn that actually belong to us. And they are in not great shape, dead and dying, and they just need to come down. So we're taking those down. One also happens to live really close to our sewer line. So just to avoid any potential future sewer issues, those trees are coming out. There's also a bunch of overgrown vegetation and weeds, just generally making the front of the house look like an abandoned house, like nobody lives here or nobody cares. So we want to just get all of that out to get a fresh start. In the back of the house, there is one large tree that the city has actually dictated we have to take down. So that tree is also coming down. Then there's a maple tree in the backyard, which Sean has definitely said to me he wants to tap to see if he can get some maple syrup out of. But that tree is going to get a haircut. And again, just get rid of all the vegetation so that we can start again next summer. We're not going to be doing any pretty landscaping this year because we've already really reached the end of the summer, and that's just a job for next year. Right now, it's just about clearing it out, making it look fresh and clean so that we can feel good coming home to our home and not have it look like the abandoned house on the block. Watching them take this tree down was low-key very interesting. We were kind of mesmerized, and one of the workers said to us, you know, we charge extra for entertainment, and I was like, no, I think we've paid you enough for both the entertainment and for you to take the trees down. The house looks so much better now that the trees are down. We've got those limbs off the top of the garage, so that makes us happier, and generally all of that overgrown vegetation is gone, which is great. It no longer looks as abandoned. We still have a long way to go on curb appeal. So let's recap. What have we talked about so far in the series? Well, we talked about our kitchen plans. In this episode, we talked about our bathroom plans, but spoiler alert, that bathroom plan is going to change. So please be sure to come back next week because this is an ever-evolving situation. We've got more kitchen chit chat to do, and I'm actually preparing to place an order soon. So like I said, you guys won't want to miss it. Make sure that you're coming back. Please do let me know how you are enjoying the series so far. Is there something that we haven't talked about that you're interested in? Something more of what you would like to see? I will still be coming with a video breaking down all of the costs that we've paid so far. And we're well into a 5-figure number. So when we get to that part, I think a lot of you are going to be surprised at how much a project like this costs. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I am reading everyone's comments. Please believe it. Even if I don't get a chance to respond, I really appreciate you guys being so excited for us and excited to join us on the journey and watch it as it happens. So I will see you again next week. Bye.